So hello students, welcome back to All Scholar classes. Today I will be taking the 10th chapter, that is the motion and measurement of distances. Here we are going to see about transport, how there is a evolution in transport from ancient time to 20th century, how transport have been evaluated. Then we are going to see about measurement and length, how measurement is done and what is the role of a length of any object or any place. Okay, then we will see some standard units of measurement. Fine. So let's start with transport. So what do you think transport means? You must be traveling from one place to another. So many of you must be going in summer vacation to some places to travel, or in local also in market you are going, or you are going to your school or to your friend's home. So all these are that you are traveling. There is a motion. You are going from one place to another. So transport is a mechanism by which things are carried from one place to another. We go from one place to another, we use some mode of transport. Okay, if you want to go to a school, you take something. Either you go by an auto or your parents drop you by a car or a scooter. So that car or a scooter or the auto which you are using to go to your school is a mode of transport. Is that transport which you are using. So transport is a mechanism by which things or person is carried out from one place to another. Okay, so suppose this is your home and this is your school somewhere. So if you have to go to your school from home to school, how you can go? If your school is very near to your home, you can go by walking by your legs. If your school is not so close to your home, you can use auto or a rickshaw. Okay? Or even the school bus you can take to go to school. And if your parents are going to drop you, they can drop you by using a car or a scooter or a bike. Okay? So all those things, that is, auto is carrying you. So auto is a mode of transport. What is transport? Mechanism by which things or a person is carried. So auto is carrying to whom? To a person. That is, auto is carrying to you. This rickshaw is carrying you. Bus is carrying you and other students. So these are the mode of transports and they are carrying person. These students, they are carrying. Sometimes things are also being carried. If we want to transfer one thing from one place to another, so things are. तो ट्रांसपोर्ट का क्या मीनिंग हो गया कि ट्रांसपोर्ट एक वो मैकेनिज्म है जिससे कि या तो कोई सामान या किसी पर्सन को एक जगह से दूसरे जगह जाना है, फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर. अब यहाँ पे आप ऑटो से जाते हो तो ऑटो इज अ मोड ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट दैट यू आर यूजिंग. इफ यू आर गोइंग बाय अ कार इज अ मोड ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट व्हिच यू आर यूजिंग टू मूव फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर, दैट इज फ्रॉम योर होम टू योर school. Like this, if you want to go to a market from your home, you use different mode of transports. So these are some of the mode of the transport we use transport. But transport, how it get evaluated, how the evolution of transport taken place, does these auto, rickshaw, buses, cars, scooters were available in ancient time? All these answers we will see here. Okay? So we will see evolution of transport. How transport has been evaluated. Okay. So long ago, if you see in the ancient time, there were no means of transport. There was nothing to go from one place to another. Okay, so what people used to do, people used to carry their goods on their back and they used to move by walking long by using their foot and they go from one place to another. Okay, so there was no mode of transport earlier, so how people go? People go by walk, by their foot, and they carry, if there is some goods and all, the eatables they use during travel, they carry it on their back and they travel. So firstly, how people used to travel? Walk on foot. Okay? Then what happens? After some times, people started using animals for transport. Okay? Animals were used for transport. How animals were used for transport? Like some horses are there, camels are there. So different kinds of animals were used for transport. They sit on the back of any kind of animal. So they go from one place to another using that animal. So later on, animals were used for transport. Okay, previously people go by their foot, then animals were used for transport. Later on, what they decided to do is that they decided to use the water as a mode of transport. Water. For transport through water. Okay, so what did they do? They opted water routes. They made some kind of boats were used. Okay, so water mode was then used. Water routes. Or water routes में what they use? Boats. Okay, they were using some boats. So how they begin? How was the beginning of the boat was done? To begin with, boat was very simple. What they used to do, they make lots of woods different with a hollow cavity in which they could sit. Okay, lots of wood were used with some hollow cavity was there in which they can sit. Okay, so a very simple kind of boat was used for traveling from one place to another, that is being a water route. Later people learn how to put together different pieces of woods and they give a shape to a boat. And what was the shape of that boat? That was a streamlined shape. As in previous chapter, if you remember, in previous chapter 7 and 8 and 9, we have studied that how these fish, they have a streamlined shape. So streamlined shape helps the movement, the motion in water. How they can move their body in water. Similar is the case with the boat when boats are made streamlined. So what happens if they are streamlined? That helps them to move in water. Okay. So water routes were opted. In water routes, firstly normal boats were made. with a wood logs in which a hollow cavity was there and people used to sit there. Later on they started to fix different pieces of wood and they gave a good shape to a boat, and that was a streamlined shape. Okay. After this water road boats, there was an invention of wheels. Okay. First time wheel was invented, and this invention of wheel made a great change in mode of transport. ओके जब व्हील का इन्वेंशन हुआ, व्हील आई तो क्या हुआ कि ट्रांसपोर्ट का जो मोड था उसमें बहुत चेंज आया. इससे पहले व्हील जैसी वो चीज नहीं थी. वॉकिंग ऑन फुट, दे वॉक ऑन फुट. देन एनिमल्स वर यूज्ड, सो दे सिट ऑन द बैक ऑफ द एनिमल एंड दे go from one place to another. Then water boats do not have wheels. Okay, so they just simply sail using boat. Then there was an invention of wheel. The design of the wheel was improved over thousands of years. Wheel was invented first, and there was a improvement in the design of the wheel as the year passes on. Okay, so then when wheels were invented, firstly people used, how they have used those wheels? Animals were used to pull carts that moves on wheel. Okay, so they started to make carts and all, and animals used to pull those carts. Okay, so wheels were used using animal carts. Okay, so after these water routes came the animal carts in which wheels were fitted, and people started to move from one place to another. So until the beginning of the 19th century, people still depend on animals. People were totally depend on animals till the beginning of the 19th century. Okay, so animals were there. People either travel by animals or they use these boats and ships to transport from one place to another. Till 19th century, till the beginning of the 19th century, this was only the mode of the traveling. Then after this animal carts, when wheel was invented, after that there was an invention of steam engines. Okay, so steam engines get invented. So steam engines lead to the development of new mode of transport and the railroads. Railroads were made by using these steam engines. Okay, so then came the invention of steam engine. So there was railroad. Okay, railroads were there when steam engine came. Later on, what happens after steam engines? There was the invention of automobiles. Automobile got invented. After that, in automobiles, motor cars, trucks, buses, all these were there. Okay, then automobiles. When automobile came in invention, these wooden boats, firstly in water route, boats were used, wooden boats were used, but after the invention of automobiles, these motor boats, motor ships were used as a means of transport on water. Okay, in water, motor boats, motor ships were used. So the early, if we see in the early of 1900, there was then the development of aeroplanes. Okay, so then came the aeroplanes. Fine. So these were like this. The mode of transport was improved day by day to carry passengers, to carry different goods from one place to another. Then finally came the electric trains, monorails, supersonic aeroplanes, spacecraft, and all these were the contribution of 20th century. So if you see to the flow of how transport get evaluated, so this is a simple flow. Firstly, people used their food to walk, then they started using animals as a mode of transport, then they opted water routes in which they made a wooden boats, then they started animal carts because there was a development of wheel, they fitted in the carts the wheel and they used animal to carry them. Then came the invention of steam engines, then automobiles, okay, and then aeroplanes came in existence. So this was the flow of transport till the 19th century, but in 20th century, the early years of 1900, there were again some of the later improvement in the transport, and there came the existence of electric trains. The steam engines were removed by electric trains. Also there was invention of monorails. Aircrafts were developed. Okay, and different supersonics were developed. Supersonic aeroplanes. Okay, so like this, transport get invented day by day. It got improved and people got convenient to travel from one place to another. It got convenient for people to carry their goods from one place to another. The marketing, the transport of marketing got improved. It was very easy to load goods and transport from one place to another. Previously, in ancient time, when there were no mode of transport, it was very tough, it was very difficult to transport goods from one place to another. People have to carry everything on their back and they have to move from one place to another. So thus the evolution of transport increased the marketing also. Okay, so like this, the transport has been evaluated from food, people running from food to flying in the air. Okay, so this was how evolution of transport took place. So next we will see measurement. So for knowing what is measurement, first we should clear ourselves with what is distance and what is length. If we talk, first we will talk about distance. So what do you feel is a distance? Distance is how far an object makes it traveling. Okay, so suppose I am here and I am traveling here. So how far I have traveled is my distance. Okay, example also, like if you go from Delhi to Mumbai, how far have you traveled? That was your distance. Okay, so how far an object travels makes its distance. Okay, if you go from your home to school, that is the distance, how far you have traveled. Okay, so example you can take. If somebody travels, how far is Mumbai from Delhi? Okay, so that is a distance. How far is your school from your home? So all these are distance. Next, what is length? If we talk about the length, what is length? Length tells us how long an object is. If you look at this board, how long is this object? If you measure it from here to here, from one point to another, this will give you the length of this board. Okay? So from one point to the other point. So how long an object is means its length. Okay? So how long an object is gives its length. Okay? If you want to see the length of a table, suppose, so this is a table, you want to see the length of a table. So from this point to this point, you have, this is what? Length. Okay, from one point corner to the other corner, it gives the length of a table. You have to measure from one corner to another. Okay, so example is one corner to the other corner of a table. It is going to give you a length. Similarly, if you are being asked about the length of this board, so you have to measure from this corner to this corner. This is going to give you the length of a board. Okay, so before going in deep for measurement, we should know what is distance. Distance is how far something is. Okay, if I ask that how far a particular person is from you, so you have to measure those distance. So that distance can be very small. Two people are very close to each other. That distance can be very long, like from Mumbai to Delhi. Okay, so and length is measuring the long, how long an object is. If somebody asks what is the length of your hand, you will see how long your hand is. Okay, so this was about distance and length. Now what is actually a measurement? Okay, so there are so many occasions when we come across these two terms, that is the measurement of a length or distances. So many occasions are there when we need to measure either a length or a distance. If you go to a tailor, what does a tailor do? If you go to a tailor, what he do? He measures your length of the cloth and he measures you that how much is the length of, suppose you want to make some kurta and all, so he is going to measure you. Similarly, he is going to measure the cloth so that he can make that kurta. Okay, so the tailor needs to measure the length of the cloth to know if it is enough to stitch a kurta or not. So this was one of the example. Next, if you see a carpenter, what does a carpenter do before putting doors and all? First he sees the height, the breadth of a cardboard, the height, the width of a door or a window, whatever he wants to make. So this gives him the idea of the measurement. That is the length of a door, how long he can make a door or a window. Similarly, if you see the example of a farmer needs to know the length and breadth of the area of the field, the area where he wants to plant the sheep, so that accordingly he can know that how much water will be required for his crops. So these are some of the things in which there is the need of a measurement, the need of measuring a length. If somebody asks you how long is this room, okay, if you are being asked how long is this room, or if somebody asks you how long is your table, या what is the width of your table, or how long is this board, or how far is Delhi from Lucknow, or if you are being asked how far is moon from the earth. So what do you need? All these things have got one thing common in that. What is that? Okay, the length of a table, the length of earth, moon from the earth, the length of Delhi to Lucknow, and everything has got one thing common, and that common thing is the distance. What is that? Distance. सब चीज में distance है. How long is the room? You need to measure a distance. How far Delhi is from Mumbai? You have to measure the distance through road or anything, how far it is. Okay, so all these things, they have got one thing common in that is a distance. So distance is concerned between two places. It can be two places, 2 points it can be two corners. Okay, if you have to measure the length of a room, you need to see the 2 corners. If you want to measure a desk or a table, you have to see the 2 points. If you want to measure the distance between Delhi and how far Delhi is from Mumbai cities, if you have to measure, that is the 2 places. So all these are having one thing common in that is a distance. We need to measure the distance. So sometimes what happens, 2 places are very close enough. If you see a table, the 2 points of the table are very close. They are very close to each other. This is a table, suppose, and you need to measure it from this point to this. So this point is very close to each other. If you want to measure 2 cities, Mumbai to Delhi, so this distance is very far, too far. It is too far. Okay, so 2 places may be close to each other, 2 places may be very far, like Jammu and Kanyakumari, or you can say any distance can be very far, any distance can be very near. Your house may be very near to your school, your friend's house may be very far. Okay, so it depends upon the distance between the 2 places, 2 points or 2 corners. Okay, आपका स्कूल बहुत पास हो सकता है घर से आपके, क्योंकि आप बिल्कुल स्कूल के बगल में रहते हो, लेकिन कोई आपका फ्रेंड होगा जो बहुत दूर से आता है. तो ऐसा क्यों है, उसका फार क्यों है, आपका पास क्यों है? क्योंकि डिस्टेंस मैटर करता है. जिसके में डिस्टेंस ज़्यादा होगी, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी फार एनफ, एंड जिसके में डिस्टेंस कम होगी, इट विल बी क्लोजर. ओके, सो इफ वी सी द डेफिनेशन ऑफ अ मेजरमेंट, what does measurement says? Measurement says that measurement is a comparison. Comparison of what? Comparison of some unknown quantity with some known quantity. Okay? कोई unknown quantity है, आपको इस बोर्ड की लेंथ नहीं पता है. You don't know the length of a board. This is unknown quantity. But if you have to know the length of a board, what you are going to use? You will use an inch tape or any kind of tape you are going to use. So that tape is a known quantity. आपको उसमें पता है कि सेंटीमीटर में है, इंचेस में है या मीटर्स में है, ठीक है? तो that is a known quantity. एक known quantity से आप इस unknown quantity की लेंथ को measure कर सकते हो. तो measurement means the comparison of unknown quantity okay with some known quantity. tape which is having its centimeter, its inches is there or meter, any of that is there. So this known quantity, whatever it is fixed quantity and that is called unit. Okay, so this was measurement. And now if we talk about unit, so we can say that this known fixed quantity is called unit. The known fixed quantity is called unit. I hope आपको मेजरमेंट और यूनिट बिल्कुल क्लियर हो गया होगा. मेजरमेंट क्या? किसी भी चीज को आप अपने आप को मेजर कर रहे हो. Suppose what is your height? You need to measure it. So you are an unknown quantity because you don't know your height. Okay? लेकिन आप अपने आप को मेजर किससे करोगे? किसी नोन क्वांटिटी से. वो नोन क्वांटिटी क्या है? कोई इंच टेप है, कोई मेजरिंग टेप है, उससे आप अपने आप को मेजर कर रहे हो जिससे कि आपकी अपनी हाइट निकल सके. तो दिस इज मेजरमेंट. और यूनिट एक टर्म है. यूनिट क्या है? कि जो नॉन फिक्स्ड क्वांटिटी है वो यूनिट हो जाएगी. आप सेंटीमीटर में मेजर कर रहे हो, मीटर में मेजर कर रहे हो, इंचेस में कर रहे हो, किस में कर रहे हो? दैट इज अ यूनिट. ओके, सो बेसिकली इफ यू आर गोइंग टू सी द टाइप ऑफ मेजरमेंट, measurement can be divided in two types. ठीक है, सो मेजरमेंट टू टाइप्स में हम डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. एक तो नॉन स्टैंडर्ड मेजरमेंट होगा, एक स्टैंडर्ड मेजरमेंट होगा. Non-standard and the one is going to be a standard measurement. अब नॉन स्टैंडर्ड मेजरमेंट की बात करें तो नॉन स्टैंडर्ड मेजरमेंट क्या है? ये नॉन स्टैंडर्ड मेजरमेंट इज गोइंग टू डिफर फ्रॉम पर्सन टू पर्सन. व्हाई इट इज गोइंग टू डिफर फ्रॉम पर्सन टू पर्सन? क्योंकि नॉन स्टैंडर्ड मेजरमेंट होते क्या है? इफ यू वांट टू मेजर यूजिंग योर लेंथ ऑफ योर स्टेप्स, ओके, सपोज इफ यू आर यूजिंग योर आर्म and you use your thumb and your little finger, how wide is the board? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, from my finger it is counting 10. If you take some small child, you make a kid to measure it, its finger is going to be, its hand is going to be small, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, it is going to be 21. तो मेरे फिंगर्स की मेजरमेंट से क्या आया? 20 आया. उस बच्चे के फिंगर के मेजरमेंट से क्या आया? 21 आया. तो ये डिफर कर रहा है पर्सन टू पर्सन. जिसका हाथ और कोई होगा, जिसका और हैंड बड़ा होगा, तो उसका मे बी केवल 8 आएगा. तो किसी का 8 आ रहा है, किसी का 10 आ रहा है, किसी का 20 आ रहा है. तो इट इज डिफरिंग पर्सन टू पर्सन. समटाइम्स वी यूज आवर हैंड टू मेजर लाइक दिस. ओके, sometimes we use our arm to measure. Sometimes we can use our hand to measure. If somebody is very long, very heighted, his hand is going to be, his or her hand is going to be long, so उसके कम में ही cover हो जाएंगे. If somebody is short heighted, he will take time to cover. If you are measuring using your foot, somebody can take a longer foot, somebody's foot is small. So non-standard measurement differs from person to person. Okay. आप इसको खुद भी घर में चेक कर सकते हो। अगर आप कोई चीज खुद मेजर करो और यू आस्क योर फादर टू मेजर द सेम थिंग, यू यूज योर हैंड एंड आस्क योर फादर टू मेजर, it is going to be your measurement unit is going to be large as compared to your father. If your father makes it 8, you are going to make it 12 or 13. Okay, so it differs from person to person. If you take the example, it's your arms, or you can use your hands, fingers, palm, or your food. It can be anything like that. Okay, so the distance which is measured with using non-standard measurement is not reliable. Okay, so distance measured with their help is not always reliable. Not always reliable. Okay. Next, if you see standard measurement is same all over the world. Not only in your school, in your class, not only in India. In fact, in all over the world, that standard measurement is same. So same all over the world. Okay, standard measurement is going to be same all over the world. Some standard unit is used for measurement. The standard unit is used for measurement. Okay, and this type of measurement which is using a standard unit is a reliable measurement. Okay, my measurement will be same as yours, so it is going to be a reliable measurement. Okay, so measurement, we have seen that measurement is the comparison of unknown quantity with a known quantity. Measurement can be two types: non-standard measurement, standard measurement. Non-standard measurement जो है वो differ करेगा person to person, but जो standard measurement है वो same है all over the world. Okay, non-standard measurement के examples हैं your arms, your hands, your fingers, your foot, your palm. Okay, some arbitrary unit is used to measure it. But in this case, a standard unit is used for measurement. Okay, so this is not always reliable, but a standard measurement is a reliable measurement because the measurement that I am going to take, the same you will also get. The results will be same. Okay. So if you see the result of measurement, what is the result of measurement? The result of measurement is expressed in two parts. Okay, the result of measurement is expressed in two parts. So what are those two parts? For example, let's say one part is going to be a number and the other part is the unit of measurement. Okay, so the result of measurement will be in two parts. One part will be a number and the other part is going to be the unit of measurement. Okay, so one part will be a number. Let's take an example. Suppose our table is 12 centimeter long. So 12 is the one part of the measurement, that is a number, and the other part will be centimeter. the unit of measurement. So measurement has got two parts. One is the number and other is the unit. It can be any unit. Okay. Now what happens, depending upon the unit of the measurement, the number changes. If it is centimeter, suppose it is 12. If it is going to be meter, here will be some other number. If it is going to be in inches, the number will change. Okay. So depending upon the unit of measurement, the number changes. Okay, the number will change according to the unit of measurement. Okay, so what happens ki suppose this I have told you this 12 centimeter was a standard measurement. We have seen that measurement are of two types, standard measurement and non-standard. Suppose if we are taking non-standard measurement, if I have measured this board as 10 steps of my fingers, okay, so I am going to write 10 as a number and the unit that I am going to use will be my fingers. Fingers are my unit and 10 is the number which I have measured. But what happens, as I have already told you, that this number is going to vary. This number will vary person to person. So some standard unit of measurement are needed. Here comes the need of some standard unit of measurement. Those standard unit of measurement, they are not going to change from person to person. In exam sometimes it is asked why there was a need of a standard unit. We can measure using our hand, we can measure using our foot and anything. So what was the need of that standard unit of measurement? So here comes the concept of a standard unit of measurement. If there was no standard unit of measurement, the measuring number, the measurement number is going to vary from person to person. Okay. So this was all for today. I hope you have understand what is how there has been transport was there in ancient time and how that transport has evolved in today's era. Okay, so the mode of transportation has changed and how the evolution has been done from barefoot man used to walk and now they are traveling in space also. Okay, so firstly we have discussed this. Secondly, we have seen what is distance, what is length and how this distance and length helps us in measurement, how we can measure something and why we have to measure something using a standard unit. So all these standard unit, measurement of a line, measurement of a curved line, all these will be dealt in the second part of the video. So please keep watching the video. The second part of the video is going to be more interesting. Okay, so this was all for today. Here I complete my part 1. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching my video, and if you have not subscribed our channel All is for a Red, please do subscribe it so that you can get the daily updates of the videos because we are uploading video daily. Okay, and just go in the description box also. There you can find our app link. We have got our app. This link is given in the description box. There you can find many interesting videos. You can also get very good PDF notes and MCQ questions. If you are interested for live classes also, you can enroll for that also. We are ready to serve you. So for that you can contact either on our email ID or you can contact us through our phone number. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching my video. Please give a like button and subscribe our channel.